example, a revenue management. So a Fusion CRM, sorry, a Salesforce application can have an app which could do kind of a revenue management for them, which could be integrated. Okay, on to the next slide. So if you look at how do I go about implementing a Fusion CRM or a cloud CRM. Sorry, I continue to take the Fusion CRM name. Sorry for that. Okay, so first thing what we need to understand is that when you're working with any of your customers or a prospect, first you need to cut a strategy, right? You need to start understanding what is actually fits for them, right? It's not that they have to go to the cloud, right? So you need to have an understanding with the customer. What are the options and what are the different times they want to take a different application to the cloud? It could be a CRM system, it could be an HCM system. So confirm and align strategy. First you need to get the commitment from the leadership team. Then design and plan. You should also get the solution sponsored and build and deliver. The most important thing is that actually it is not just getting onto the cloud. You should make sure your salesperson and service person have started using that. Operate and improve. This comes the beauty actually, right? So cloud, the most of the application you would see that the acceptance of this application would come only when the users start using it over and over and again. Okay, that's the way. So in the cloud gives you a provision that just on a subscription-based model, you can have as many users you want, and you can also give us an option to actually reduce some of the users in case if it's not required. Okay, and I would say at an engagement level, when you go about implementing a cloud CRM, there are 3 stages to that. One is a cloud consulting, cloud enablement, and core cloud. Okay, almost in alignment with what we discussed on the transformation journey stages. Okay, so first going by my experience, right? So I've seen some of the customers actually who are running on enterprise CRM. The first question that comes is that they want to just cut the entire thing what they have done on enterprise CRM and want to take it to the cloud. That is not the strategy at all, because the cloud CRM, any application if you take, they all developed based on the best practices, based on experience of multiple customers whom they have interacted. So some of the redundant applications, some of the redundant views and screens which are developed in your application may not necessarily have to be put on the cloud, right? That's what majority of the cloud CRM applications are driven by the business processes, not by the screens and modules. So first you need to understand what are the redundant things which I have in my enterprise CRM that has to be removed. The second important thing which you need to do is that, yes, I have an enterprise CRM. Do I need to retire it, or I need to have a coexistent model? A lot of times it is good to start small on a cloud space. What I mean is that you can go with some of the modules in the cloud and some of it you can integrate with your existing CRM system. As we move on, start using the cloud, as your user teams develop the confidence on the cloud CRM, you can slowly start decommissioning one module after the other and get the entire thing on the cloud. Okay, and all the cloud implementation, I would say, has to be done on agile methodology, right? I'm not saying because this you have to do it in it's a must to do in agile methodology, but what is most important here is that as and when you develop something on a cloud environment, go and show it to the customer, right? And try to rectify some of the things at the early stages, because you may not get a chance like we do in enterprise CRM where we collect the requirements, design, develop, and finally go to the user acceptance stage. It's not the way with the cloud. As and when something is developed, you need to have a business case, show the use cases, and show the development that is being done. Okay, and most important is that, as I mentioned to you, you should not take everything at one point, right? You should take certain things which you feel that there could be a quick wins on the cloud that has to be implemented first, and try to give the value to the customer. And the most important, the other part is that the infrastructure and the application is well managed by the vendor. But at the same time, you should make sure the user adoption is there for the subscribed users. Because whether it's an enterprise CRM or a cloud CRM, what really works is that when a user start using the application, however the beautiful application you might have, it may not work if the users are not using that application. Okay, so that's what I mentioned in my next slide. Adoption is the key. Okay, and there are some things which you can use to increase the enthusiasm of the user. Say for example, today if you look at a Microsoft Dynamics, it gives a seamless integration to the Office applications, it gives a seamless integration to the SharePoints and Microsoft 360 degree. So what it gives is that it increases the collaboration within the CRM application. Okay, in that way, the users are becoming more interactive, right? They're using it like a Facebook. When they're working on an opportunity, they would be start putting the comments on the opportunity, right? So there is a lot of fun moments when they start using the application, and that moreover, they will be using it as a social media application than as a SaaS CRM. Okay, that is important. And the other one is that the application gives you a flexibility to run it on a mobile or run it on your iPad or run it on your any of your tablets, right? That gives the flexibility to the user. They do not open the laptop every time. So whenever they want to access the information pertaining to them, there are multiple options to do that, either using their Outlook, either using their iPad or using the Android tablet. A lot of options are available. That also helps the customer to improve their adaptability.